Okay, Coach. Real quick, thinking about this, you guys went to the Elam tie and decided to call a timeout. Was there thinking of actually trying to push the aggression there and get a bucket before the Elam, or is that why did you make the decision to call the timeout tie before the Elam?
I think the worst case scenario was probably less for the calling the timeout for us. If we would have tried to score real quick, they get the ball, call a timeout, they get that extra possession in the Elam. Our guys were also tired right there. They were dragging a little bit, so we wanted to get into Elam. We had the ball. We could call something. We scored after the timeout too, so got us on a little bit of a run, got us fresh. And I just think the worst case scenario was probably worse for if we didn't call it. There's no right thing in the Elam sometimes, though. It's just you got to take it as it goes.
Kevin, you played for conference championships. You played with national championship implications. What's the difference in that intensity and the intensity of playing for $1 million?
It's about the same, man. It makes it extra special playing with your brothers, man. Especially like in college, you playing with them as well. But obviously, we with a new generation of guys, and the way we blended so well in such a short amount of time, it's been great, man. And it's extra special just for that reason. So I'm excited, man. I still can't believe it. We're going to Dayton, so gotta get focused for the next game.
How hard is it for you guys? I mean, you had a day break, between the first game and the second. How hard is it turning around and playing a game like this?
It's tough when you got this many amount of games in such a short amount of time. But we've done a great job. The coaches have done a great job of not overworking us, but also making sure that we stay focused on the task. And I think everybody came in here with fresh legs for the most part, as fresh as they can be. And yeah, everybody locked in, paid attention to details. We had a couple lapses, but ultimately we strapped up when we needed to and got a tough, gritty win.
Juwan Staten was able to give some quality minutes, obviously split some time at the point. How much did that help you down the stretch in this game? And then you all played together a lot on the floor today. A little bit of a different idea in the way you were going to attack?
Well, Tay always brings great energy. And just personally, I haven't done this in a couple of years. So, having some help out there, having people that can help take up the slack, handle the ball is always good for me, as I'm still trying to, get my feet more and more wet every game. So, having Tay out there in the backcourt is always a good thing, good energy. I feel like we play pretty good defense as a tandem, and, we just want to see how far we can take it.
James, the Buccaneers, for most of the game, had kind of gone turnover free. I mean, they were handling the ball pretty well. But then in the Elam ending, turnovers really kind of got you guys off to that spurt at the beginning of the Elam ending. So, anything different there, or did they just start, turning the ball over, which happens sometimes?
No, I just thought the staff did a good job. We really tried to know how we're gonna go into the Elam, and we tried to rehearse stuff the first game, but today we just went off field. Jaysean was playing incredible. I mean, he's been really good defensively too. So we were just trying to get guys little breaks, and so they could all be fresh. Like, we weren't planning on. I don't know why we thought we could just play John 5 minutes and then the whole Elam, but we had planned on doing that just because he had been sitting for a while. But he looked tired there at the 5-minute mark, so we got him a quick blow. And then you got the media going into the Elam, so everyone was like relatively fresh, and they were banking on Bradford and Cromer a lot. So I think it was a mix of them probably wearing down a little bit and us having some as much freshness as you can have in a back-to-back in the Elam ending. And our guys were just locked in. They had great hands. Switches were solid. I think you're gonna have some miscommunications and lapses when you play a back-to-back like that. But we were locked in to start that Elam, and that's what won us the game, was the first part of it.
So when those turnovers do start coming, does it create momentum? Does it all of a sudden create a spark? Like, here we go. I mean, does it change, the way you're looking at the outlook of the game?
Yeah, for sure. I think in the Elam, like the first bucket going in is good, but once you see, that second one go in and you're kind of rolling, you're halfway there. I think it's a different type of momentum. And we rattled off a couple buckets in a row, and I think once you can kind of breathe for a second, know that you're close to the Elam, it changes everything. So we got out to that lead and had a little wiggle room, and never comfortable when they have the ball with the chance to win it. But KJ did a great job on Bradford's left hand there at the end, and rest is history. It was my fault. Wani was a little cold there at the end, but he did what he had to do. He's a winner, so.
Yeah, Kev, take me through that shot. I mean, what were the emotions like when you saw it go in?
Man, I was falling down, so I was just hoping I got enough on it to get to the rim or at least get a foul call or something. But when I seen it go in, man, I don't know. Something came over me, man. Just joy, relief. Those Elaminians are no joke. They could last forever in your mind, it feels like. But like I said, relief, joy, all that put together. And like I said, I'm happy we moving on to the next round. We're not done yet.
You made the comment you can't believe you guys are going to Dayton. I mean, have you processed the fact you guys are battling now in the quarterfinals for $1 million?
Yeah, I mean, when you put the team together, obviously you build a team to make it as far as you can in this tournament. But there's so many factors that go into playing these type of games, and you never know what's going to happen from game to game. So when I say I can't believe it, it's just like everything kind of came together at the right moments, and we did what we needed to do to advance. So I'm very happy about that.
The possession before, you're on Bradford, he
Yeah.
takes that three, it ends up being an air ball and a tipping for them.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I mean, it's a whole new ballgame at that point, but just kind of take me through that.
It's
Defensive possession.
It's weird because I was like, all right, cool. At least they didn't get a three. So at least we got a chance to come back down and get a possession and score. So coach did a good job. He's like, cut off his left hand and give him no room, make him have to drive. So that's what I tried to do. And he still got a shot up. It still kind of looked good from my point of view, but ended up not being good. They got the tip in, and we were able to get another possession. So I knew once we did that, okay, we did our job. Now we got to do our job on the offensive end, and we did.
Juwan, what's it like going back home for something with stakes as high as these?
It's great for me, man. I mean, it's the best of both worlds. Playing for $1 million and then, winning $1 million in my home city. So, it's no better feeling than that. I'm excited, and I'm just ready to get it done.
You mentioned getting back into the swing of things. Is part of that getting into the lane? Obviously, that was your game. That was the best part of your game. A couple drives early, maybe you passed on, but then as the game went on, looked like you were more comfortable driving it in.
Yeah, I'm always trying to just get that feel back. It's the game's moving fast, and so I'm just trying to stay engaged and try to pick my spots without getting too excited. So as time goes on, I'm picking my spots, seeing how it could be more aggressive, more effective, and hopefully I can bring more of that as we continue to keep playing.
Speaking of keep playing, your next opponent is the Red Scare. That game did, and it's a final, so it's 83-81 over the money team. You guys enjoyed some nice home cooking at home. You're about to have the exact opposite. You're going to play UD Arena next on a true road game, one of the toughest environments in America. So how's that switch going to flip now? The hating will now start.
I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be a big challenge for us, but I think it'll be something that we're ready for. We'll use tomorrow, travel down there, and I know the coaches will have us prepared as possible. So I'm looking forward to it. I know Juwan is.
Yeah, I played at Dayton, so I know what it's like playing in there. I've never played against the Dayton. The fans, they were great when I was there. So I'm looking forward to it. I know it'll be some adversity, but we got a good team, so let's do it.
No, they bring the first four there for a reason in NCAA tournament. I mean, it's one of the best atmospheres in the country. So what's cool for these guys is getting to get the college experience again, because we all miss it. And I don't even know what to say. We really miss it. I'm lost for words. I'm brain dead right now. But they're going to get a college experience of being here, playing in front of Mountaineer fans. Now we get to go play basically a tough road game. So it's going to be great.
James, you said last night you don't really celebrate a Sweet 16, and when you sign up for this thing, you're signing up for 6 games. How do you balance this accomplishment, but knowing that a lot more lies ahead in the near future?
Yeah, I was talking to the guys from ESPN before the game, and I was just telling them, I don't really feel emotional drop-offs as an opportunity in this, because these guys, you get it built up for 3 weeks going into the first game, so you're ready to play that one. Then you play Hurt, it's a rivalry game. Then you're playing in the regional final to go to Dayton. Then you're playing a crazy away game, your first game in Dayton. Then you're one game away from $1 million. Then you're playing for $1 million. So every game is equal in terms of the emotions. So there's really no time for drop-offs. And all we've been saying this entire time is just be present. Just be here mentally. Focus on what you need to execute, and you're not going to have drop-offs if you do that. Like, you can't get all wound up for a game or get really down when you make mistakes. You just got to stay level and focus on what your job is.
KJ, I'm just curious, I mean, you were part of the original team from, what, 2019, I think, was it, or 2019?
Yeah, 2019. Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, it seemed like this great idea at first, you know, bringing all these guys together, and I imagine maybe some of you thought maybe, well, heck, you know, we'll walk in there and we're gonna win this. But, you know, now here it is 3 years, 4 years later, the journey that this program has been on, what's it been like to, you know, go through that, the ups and downs, and then obviously, you know, to get to this point, tonight, moving on?
It's a great experience just seeing where we were from the first year we were in it, and we've leveled up each year. First year we only won 1 game. Last year we won 2 games. This year now we're going to Dayton. So each year we've gotten better and better, and you know we had the same core of guys pretty much throughout the whole time, and then also adding some young blood in there to help us with that energy and that spark. There's an example right there. Yeah, that's the energy that we needed. So it's been a nice blend, and you always think that you have the best team in the tournament, but you're gonna run into guys on any given day that you can get beat by anybody. And so just for us to have that focus and that energy each game to complete the goal, complete the mission, I think that's what we've done a great job of since we've been in this tournament.
The first year we were down in Richmond.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yep.
Hey, Ron.
Question?
Yeah.
May I have your autograph, please?
After.
Actually, a question about, obviously, looking forward to Dayton, but looking in the past. Bradford for 22, they played really hard. Some kind words for your advantage for us. The Buccaneers played great. Some kind words for them.
Yeah, then Bradford is,
Thank you.
that guy's good, man. Like, there's no other way to put it. They do a good job. The horn stuff is really tricky that they do. Nick Ward, I think he played on the Final Four team at Michigan State, if I'm not mistaken. They just play hard. We knew the Buccaneers were going to show up. We knew they'd be there. We knew that they'd be there playing hard, and they had everything. They had good bigs, good coaching, great guards. I mean, Cromer really stepped up with. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name. Riley not playing. And one thing we said as a staff, we were worried when Riley was out. We were a little worried that Bradford was going to feel more like empowered to do more, and I think he did, and it was really good for them. And he's definitely, I think, solidified himself as one of the better guards in this tournament. But they do a good job all the way around. They had Sinai Cancer beat last year, and they were in a dogfight today. So
When he hit that last three, when Bradford hit that three that only got into one possession, did your stomach drop just a little seeing that shot? 'Cause that was a really shot from like 29 feet.
For sure. I thought I played great defense, and he switched it. Yeah, it was definitely discouraging, but I knew we had another possession. Yeah, it was discouraging, but we were able to fight through that. We had a couple turnovers that I was happy that we got back in transition defense for at least we could set up our defense, and we never gave up even when they were making their run. I told everybody, we always telling each other this wasn't going to be easy, so we knew that, and yeah, we finished it out.
KJ, most acrobatic shot you've ever made during the game?
I don't know if I would say it's acrobatic. As a shot that I work on all the time, a hook shot, and surprisingly, he didn't try to front me. He was like right behind me, and Jermaine made a great pass and see me sealing in the lane. So I had to finish. I was right there.
Better than one he's drove against Kansas.
Nah, nowhere close. Nowhere close to that.
Juwan, you've obviously been with this program too since the beginning, and obviously, you know, the first year the injury happened for you in the first round game, I think, right? So, what's your journey been like in the TBT, going from that to this?
Like KJ said, man, that first year, of course, you know, I feel like it was the easiest chance for us, you know, and then as you've looked at it, every team that we've lost to has pretty much made it to the championship. Yeah. So for us, it's been kind of like, dang, if we can get over the hump, you know, we could probably get this done. So, you know, it's been a steady build up. You know, I think this year we got a really good team and a really good chance. You know, for me, I love it. You know, I haven't been playing the last couple of years, so, you know, this is like everything comes full circle for me at this moment. You know, just for these 2 weeks, it's like I'm locked back in. So, you know, it's fun for me. We got a chance to do something special, like James keeps saying. So, you know, we just want to get it done. You know, we know what we're doing, you know, but we also want to stay level-headed so that, you know, we don't get too high. It's already a lot of stakes on every game, so we just want to finish it out the right way.
Just delay your start into coaching now then?
Nah, this is it for me. It's it for me. That's why I want to go out the right way.
Couple final questions?
Any last words on Charleston hosting? Looks like the TBT is going to rotate next year to a new location. Any last words on the last two, this year and last year in Charleston?
Been really special for me. I'm from here. I came to Civic Center to watch all kinds of things through my life. My brother's in the state tournament. Blake Griffin, when he came to play West Virginia, obviously every West Virginia game they came to Charleston. We used to play Marshall. Been here for OJ Mayo in high school. I've been Civic Center my whole life, and it was when the guys from ESPN asked me before the game what it meant to me. I kind of stopped for a little bit and just stopped putting so much pressure on myself and enjoyed, you know, that I am a part of something Mountaineers in the Civic Center, chasing something special together, and it's been really cool. And it is okay to stop and, you know, all tell ourselves we are doing a really good job. These guys should be proud of themselves. They should celebrate tonight's win and lock back in tomorrow, because regardless whether we're West Virginia University or West Virginia, we're representing the Mountaineers right now, and it is special, and we have an opportunity to win something for the Mountaineers. So it's been really cool.
We all good? Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.